Welcome to Cincinnati, Big 12 fans, for the inaugural Big 12 game in the Queen City. It's the 25th ranked Texas Longhorns taking on the UC Bearcats. Hot off a top 12 win against BYU. Matt Schumacher, Kevin Lehman with you. Delighted to be with you from Fifth Third Arena. Kevin, you believe this to be an elite guard matchup. It starts with Texas's Max Abmas.
We're going to look at the old, we're going to look at the young. Max Abmas tore up the Summer League for 4 years, and now he brought his grad transfer here to Texas. This guy is a prolific scorer. He is wired to score the basketball. His ability to create space and knock in the three ball. He's giving us a real pop to that Texas offense.
You know who gave Cincinnati pop against BYU? The freshman, Jizzle James.
Jizzle James. He's the young. 10 points in that big run in the second half for Jizzle James. As he came off the bench for the Bearcats, he can score mid-range, at the rim, three ball. He's got some sizzle in his game.
He sure does, and Cincinnati had a lot of sizzle. And a dominant win against the BYU team that has one of the top offenses in the country, held to a season-low 60 points against the Bearcats over the weekend.
Tremendous second half by the Bearcats, outscored BYU in Provo, 47-29. They did it with great defense and controlled the backboards.
Great crowd on hand for the inaugural Big 12 game at Fifth Third Arena in Cincinnati. And here we go. The 25th ranked Texas Longhorns control the tip. And they are playing without Caden Shedrick today. Dealing with back spasms was a game time decision. We were told just before tip he will not play for the Longhorns. But Dylan Dessou gets his first start of the season and puts in 2. Cincinnati using their 6th different starting lineup. Only 3 players on the team have played in all 14 games. And they are playing again tonight without C.J. Frederick for the 3rd consecutive game. And a look at the Texas lineup. Dylan Dessou, of course, was instrumental to this team's success in the postseason last year. Makes his first start after missing the first 9 games of the season, recovering from that foot surgery. And there is Max Abmas, Kevin, on the baseline.
Can create space. He was a major emphasis on that Bearcat scouting report. And Dessou at that 5-man short bench now for the Texas Longhorns in that front line.
Will be interesting to see how the post play tonight plays out without the 6'11" Caden Shedrick. You expect to see a lot of Victor Lockett, as we just did on that last possession. Kevin, your keys to the game.
For Cincinnati, they're going to play with tempo. And we talk about more bites to the apple. They do it with offensive rebounding, back-to-back possessions where the Bearcats excel.
And on the other side for the Longhorns,
but we want points off turnovers. They have great speed with Mitchell and Hunter and Abmas going downhill. And watch the middle ball screen, Matt. They want to get their bigs involved with that middle ball screen, either short roll them or roll them right to the front of the rim.
Well, Rodney Terry, Texas's head coach, told us one of his concerns in this game is the physicality, particularly in the post, against the UC team that imposed its physicality against BYU over the weekend.
And they're man down now without Caden Shedrick, one of their big bruisers inside.
Oh, that's a rejection by Mitchell, the sophomore from Tampa, Florida, who has made a major leap in his 2nd season in Texas.
Shot blockers, the great ones, don't block their own man. They come from the weak side, and that's what Mitchell did.
Oh, almost a monstrous jam by Bandego. And a second opportunity. There's those offensive rebounds you talked about.
They're astounding. They almost get 14 offensive boards per game. And there's another bite out of the apple for the Bearcats.
And there was a foul after the play, and it does go against Aziz Bandego. Bandego, remember, dealing with back injuries throughout the course of the season. His first game back after missing a handful, had a double-double against BYU.
As Wes Miller told us, every time they get some continuity, another injury pops up.
Hence the 6 different starting lineup tonight for Cincinnati.
There's that backcourt of Texas. Hunter and A. Smith can score the rock.
Day Thomas goes right to the cup and rims it out. And now here comes Tyrese Hunter, the second-year Iowa State transfer, having a career year at Texas.
Has really improved his perimeter shot. Shooting it very well from the 3.
And Dessou, silky with the fadeaway. And the Longhorns offense has been uber efficient, shooting at 75% to start the game.
Dessou, as you mentioned, came off that great Big 12 tournament run where he was MVP prior to that injury, but he looks like he's 100% tonight.
Mitchell right to the cup, and now Texas 5 of 6 to start the game from the floor. It's a Texas team coming off a shocking loss at home, just their second loss in the Moody Center to Texas Tech, 78-67. Another chance for Cincinnati. Lockett pays it off.
They attack the glass as well as anyone in the Big 12 and in the nation. As Wes Miller told us, they recruit players that can rebound it, they emphasize it, and they do it.
Counted in the foul.
Three balls from the big man. The dump down, he scores inside and out.
Live sports.
Are you comfortable? Absurdly comfortable. At Bombas, we're obsessed with comfort, quality, movement. Socks, tees, underwear. Because your basic things should be your best things. As always, one purchased equals one donated. Visit bombas.com and get 20% off your first order.
Look at you. A force to be reckoned with.
No, not you, Saquon. Not you either.
You have a business bank account with QuickBooks Money now earning 5% APY.
Did he say 5% APY?
5% APY? That's new.
Yep, QuickBooks makes your money work as hard as you do. That's how you business differently. Intuit QuickBooks.
You were made to act spontaneously. We were made to help plan accordingly.
Here's where legends are born. And every match is a spectacle. Celebration like no other. For the love of football. For the love of La Liga. Nothing held back. All for the love of soccer.
The Australian Open, PM stations on the networks of ESPN.
Back from Cincinnati, UC hosting Texas in their first ever home Big 12 game. Texas on top by 1 as we welcome you courtside. Matt Schumacher, Kevin Lehman with you. Let's start with offensive rebounds because it's something that Cincinnati has excelled at all year. So far tonight, 3 offensive rebounds against Texas.
Matt, they got 5 points off those rebounds. Over half their points. Texas is going to have to get body on people. At the other end, Dessou playing that 5 spot. He's a handful for the Bearcats.
Well, we anticipated him playing more 4 this year with Caden Shedrick transferring over from UVA. It's something that those two guys were very excited about. But, of course, tonight, Caden Shedrick out dealing with back spasms this afternoon after shoot-around. And so Dessou starting for the first time this season at the 5 spot.
Well, that's going to be interesting because it's going to pull the big man for the Bearcats away from the basket. And Ego's going to have to come out and guard him because Dessou has really improved his three-point range along with his ability to score at mid-range and at the rim.
Locken completes the three-point play. We're tied at 10. Cincinnati seeking back-to-back top 25 wins for the first time since 2012.
A lot of dribble weave up front, trying to free up those guards.
A rare miss for Texas to start. Just their third, shooting at above 70% to begin the basketball game.
The Bearcats kept that ball in the perimeter the entire defensive.
Numbers for Texas here.
Good recovery by Cincinnati. Dessou wants it inside. It's going to be a clear out.
Lock in. Yes, sir.
He started calling for that ball at half court, Matt. He knew he was going to outrun his man, and he did. Great find by Lukosius.
Second effort by Cunningham. Ace Smith a three. And then Skillings draws a foul.
This started, look at the eyeballs up by Lukosius. Sees his teammate outrunning the defense.
Well, Cincinnati playing their inaugural home game in the Big 12. You asked Wes Miller, what does it mean to play in this league? He said, by a landslide. It's the best league in college basketball right now, and it's sort of a pinch yourself moment for the head coach.
He said, I played at North Carolina when the ACC was the best league. Now I get a coach in the Big 12, which the last 6 years has been the best league in the country. Lukosius with the assist, and then the big triple.
11-0 Cincinnati run.
They're playing off Mitchell, playing in for the drive.
5 to shoot. Onyema rejected by Locken.
Great timing by Locken.
Onyema playing for the first time in the last couple of games. Inside to Locken, and he's fouled on the roll to the basket.
Well, they're scoring inside and out. Hand off Lukosius. The defender is tardy, and A. Smith not big enough. The other end, Locken with a great timing on the block. Blocks it to himself, Matt, and keeps control of the basketball.
Locken, this team's leading scorer, averaging right around 14 points per game. Had a monster game against BYU, 17 points, 7 rebounds. As Mitchell heads to the bench, Dylan Dessou back on.
Also checking in number 33,
And Odi Okwama comes in for the first time for Cincinnati, as does Josh Reed. Again, no C.J. Frederick for Cincinnati. His third straight game not in the lineup, dealing with a hamstring injury. So both teams tonight, Kevin, without valuable pieces.
To make some adjustments, and their bench has to step up. That last trip, Locken did an outstanding job of sealing his man high, taking the pass over the top.
Smith knocks it in off the bounce, and that stops at 11-0 Cincinnati run.
That's what he could do. He's got a hand in his face. Great concentration by A. Smith.
Jizzle James, the true freshman point guard. Zips it into Oguama, who puts it off the window.
I said Jizzle's got some sizzle. He can get to the rim and make plays for his teammates. And you mentioned, man, it's rare to see a freshman have that big of an impact in this age of the transfer portal.
Dessou has been a monster in his first start of the season. Already 6 points to lead all scorers for Texas.
Big time move, a little smooch off the window for Dessou.
Was the Big 12 tournament MVP last year en route to a tournament championship for Texas. And a foul will go against the Longhorns and Derek Onyema.
And there's still some people wondering if Dessou would have stayed healthy, if Texas would have been in the Final Four. He got hurt in that Sweet 16 game, but look at the skill set he's shown us today.
What do you think? Did they make the Final Four?
If I was a Texas fan, yes, I would say that.
He was just spectacular in the NCAA tournament. Had 28 and 10 in the win against Penn State.
But that came off MVP of the Big 12 tournament also. They were rolling and ran into Miami without him.
High off the window, no, but Onyema, in his first game back since December, puts it in.
They'll need him to pick up some slack. The absence of their big man.
Caden Shedrick, if you're just joining us, out with back spasms tonight. Their 6'11" transfer from Virginia.
Now the ball moves for Cincinnati. They're much better. Too much dribbling up top. They need player movement and ball movement.
How about another offensive rebound? James? No, and this one's secured by Horton.
Bad possession. That ball never got out of the middle of the court or off the left side. He need to play the second and third side.
Dessou was fouled on the drive. 17 apiece. Cincinnati in search of their first time in a decade with back-to-back top 25 wins.
Connected to each other and to experts across the globe. It's in our care. Compassionate, innovative, unlike any.
Deep and dropping down since 9-6. What happened when the Big 8 met the Southwest? 7 Heisman's. Count it. With 6 at the net, 5 on the floor, and 4 schools stronger. We put up threes, throw up deuces, and make one thing clear. We've always been greater than 12.
Well, last Saturday, Cincinnati with a massive upset on the road at BYU, the number 12 team in the country, and they were cooking early. Trevin Nell hit 3 threes early in the game, and they led by as many as 10 points. But Cincinnati battled back down 7 at the half. They got 10 second-half points by Jizzle James and picked up their highest-ranked road win since 2019 when they beat number 12 Houston.
Aziz Bandago comes out the bench with a double-double for the Bearcats.
And he was phenomenal in that game, his first game back after missing the previous couple, dealing with a back injury as Dylan Dessou is at the foul line for Texas. Both teams have shot it well to start. Cincinnati 47%, Texas 50%. The difference early in the game for Cincinnati has been the offensive rebounds.
Well, they got those 5-second chance points before that first media timeout. Then Texas starts putting some bodies on the Bearcats going to the glass.
Already 3 turnovers in the game for Cincinnati. You said that that was something to watch. Could Texas take advantage?
Well, they have great team speed. They can turn you over.
Oh, my goodness. Dylan Dessou. Hammer time. Texas run here.
He's a matchup problem at that 5 spot. And now he's playing the 4.
Ray knocks it in from downtown.
Points off the bench. Huge for Reed.
Well, Josh Reed's been getting more minutes as of late. Part of that was due to the injury to Simas Lukosius, hit by a car in early December on campus. Reed got some more clock and took advantage. And there was a push underneath there on Texas. That is the second foul on Ithiel Horton.
Sweep down the elbow. That's from the top floor, looking down.
That's the type of move that makes you realize why so many people are so high on this young man to play at the next level.
Well, he's also improved his range. When he had the foot surgery, he shot a ball in a chair, and they kept moving the chair out and out. He got that from Aldridge, had done it for Barnes, and just kept form shooting out of a chair, and it really improved his arch and his range.
Last touch by Bandego, back to Texas. Yeah, to your point, Rodney Terry, of course, was on the staff with Rick Barnes for a long time. Picked that up from the old ball coach and told Dylan DeSue, look, you can't walk, you can't weight bear, but you can at least work on your stroke.
Yes. Shot breakdown. All those young guys go grab the ball, start heaving up threes. You got to start at the rim and work your way out.
That's what he did.
And DeMarcus Aldridge said, hey, it worked for me when he had an injury, and Rick Barnes had him do it, so he gave some support for DeSue, and we're seeing that great range here on display today.
Locking a 3. It has been physical in the post. DeSue's Bandego touching his nose, might have gotten bumped. DeSue for 3. Yes, sir, rims it in. Double figures for Dylan DeSue with 12.
And there's the chair drill right there. The high archer rails it home. Dady trying to turn the corner.
And the foul on the floor. That is the 7th on Texas. And already Cincinnati in the bonus with 8:48 to play in the first half.
Texas is trying to match that physicality inside of Cincinnati on the glass. They're putting bodies on people, but you can't put them at the free throw line.
Now Rodney Terry chatting with our lead official, James Breeding. And Tinio Petty and Terry Oglesby also part of the crew tonight. And, you know, when we asked Rodney Terry what's the biggest key, he said matching the physicality of Cincinnati. And maybe to your point, Kevin, with that comes a little bit more fouls. But do you live with that if you're the Texas coach?
If you're going to play against Cincinnati, I think you have to. Cannot give ground inside. But what Bandego does, all great rebounders, goes to the baseline and works his way back out. But you got to be able to convert at the free throw line.
Cincinnati just 1 for 4 from the line to start. Here's Kendall Weaver, last year's WAC Freshman of the Year.
Great speed on the perimeter.
Horton, the pull-up. And a putback by Onyema. That's his second putback of the first half.
That's what Onyema can do for the Longhorns. Attack the rim. We talk about bites the apple for Cincinnati. He's giving the Longhorns some extra bites.
And then he saves it, tiptoeing out of bounds. Taking advantage of extra minutes tonight without Shedrick in the lineup. Hunter to Onyema, and a blocking foul against Bandego. And that is the second on the Utah Valley transfer. A 7-0 run for the Texas Longhorns in their final season in the Big 12.
Live sports.
Who says you can't go for bold without going broke? Get the brands you want, the prices you want, whenever you want. TJ Maxx, where you can always afford to be you to the max. Night.
Event has become commonplace across the country. We've certainly seen a lot of it in the Big 12 in the last couple of seasons. In 2023, adding Houston, Cincinnati, BYU, and UCF. Next year, Oklahoma and Texas move on to the Big 12. So, move on to the SEC rather. So the Big 12 adds 4 more, including Arizona, Arizona State, Utah, and Colorado. And this is what those teams will be joining, the best conference in college basketball.
Well, let's take the best conference in America and make it even better. Throw the Wildcats of Arizona in there, number 8 in the country right now in the AP poll, number 3 in the net.
Cincinnati playing its inaugural home game in the Big 12 against the Texas team that won the Big 12 tournament last season. And the Longhorns right now on a 7-0 scoring run.
Well, the Bearcats got everyone's attention in the Big 12 and nationally with that win in Provo over BYU.
4th turnover the first half for Cincinnati. Hunter weaving through traffic, lays it in with the left hand.
Well, those are points off transition, live ball turnovers, great team speed by Texas with Hunter, A. Smith. They can get out and go.
3-minute scoring drought for Cincinnati as they go inside to Reynolds in his first appearance of the night. A 2-hand jam and a chance at a 3-point play.
This comes off the high-low look. Great seal. Newman over the top. Reynolds. He's planting his flag right there in the lane.
Foul on Gavin Perryman. And again, with a short bench for Texas, maybe some more minutes for guys that haven't seen a ton of minutes as the rotations have shrunk as we get deeper into conference play. And of course, foul trouble playing a role in that as well. Texas with 18 fouls. I beg your pardon, that foul was against Zarek Onyema.
And Dessou at the scorer's table ready to come in for the Longhorns. Mitchell lost the handle on the baseline as he got grabbed. He has been quiet in this game. A. Smith with the penetration. That was going to be another thunder dunk, but lost the handle.
Big 12 now on ESPN Plus. It's a must-have for Big 12 fans. There are 3 men's basketball matchups Saturday. Number 9 Oklahoma takes on number 3 Kansas. Number 18 BYU squaring off with UCF, and then 25th ranked Texas Longhorns taking on West Virginia. All on Big 12 now.
It is a gauntlet when you look down your schedule now. It's a Big 12 team. But tonight we got Houston and Hilton taking on the Cyclones.
Elite matchup.
Good ball movement side to side by Cincy. That high-low look.
That's a 3. Josh Reed from downtown.
And Wes Miller told us he earned some minutes with his defense. And then Josh Reed's offense has come along with that confidence. Denny Thomas is locking on to A. Smith.
Hunter set back by Reynolds. Newman draws a foul on A. Smith.
Outstanding defensive possession by Cincinnati. Reed looks down, then steps back and splashes at home. High archer. The other end, big time block. Starts the break. We bought the Texas team speed. Cincinnati can get out and run also. This is a team averaging 81 points a game.
John Newman, the third at the line. Cincinnati's three-point shooting at home has been remarkably better than they have been on the road, 39%. And gosh, Rodney Terry talked about it ad nauseum today at Texas' shoot-around. Do not leave your hands down against Cincinnati at home.
High hands, attack the shooters. In this game, Cincinnati 4-7 from distance.
Making 8 per game overall, but nearly 10 per game at home.
The Sioux going to work again on that ISO.
Oh, and he slips it around Jamil Reynolds. 14 for Dylan Dessou in his first start of the season for Texas.
Well, he was upset he didn't get a whistle on that. A lot of contact. What a great move by Dessou. They're going to have to send a second defender after him.
Newman at 3.
But Matt, you just said it. They shoot it well at home. Bearcats are filling up from deep. There's the second defender.
And it'll go back to Texas.
Great feet out of the corner. Newman clicks his heels and knocks that one home. Gives a little flex.
Well, they're shooting at 63% from downtown in the game. 5 of 8 to start. And it's back to a 1-point game. Just a shade over 4 minutes to play in the opening half from Cincinnati.
Lukosius is spraying the ball around for Cincinnati. Guy can play 4 positions. He has been involved with many of their baskets. 3 assists for Lukosius.
Newman dumps it in. Reynolds draws a foul. And that will go against Dylan Dessou.
His first team's 10.
Getting penetration. But to gather and try to finish strong. Reynolds probably should have gone up on the left side of the rim, just powered that thing up. We saw him earlier just punch one through. You see concern with Rodney Terry on the sideline.
Well, his team has 10 fouls in the first half. 3 players with 2 fouls. His 6th-year graduate student, Brock Cunningham, we haven't seen him since there was about 10 minutes left in the first half. He picked up 2 quick ones. And already a short bench without Caden Shedrick. Foul trouble for Texas will be a storyline to watch in the second half for sure.
Yeah, Cunningham, their glue player, settles everyone down.
Tied at 31. Reynolds, good minutes off the bench in his 6th game back after sitting out awaiting a 2-time transfer waiver. And now Victor Locken comes back on, Cincinnati's leading scorer.
That's a great point, man. They got a lot of mileage out of Reynolds when the coaches are Locken on the bench.
Dessou goes right into the chest of Locken, and the rebound snatched out by Skillings. Skillings in traffic. Oh, what effort by Kendall Weaver. Up ahead to Mitchell, and he'll pull it back for now. A-Smith a 3, knocks it in.
You have to find A-Smith in transition, especially a loose ball turnover. He's going to run to the 3-point line and load it.
2 triples in the first half for Texas's leading scorer. And the preseason All Big 12 first team selection.
He has one of the quickest releases in the nation.
Oh, yes! Airmail. Ace miss to Hunter. And a timeout on the floor taken by Cincinnati. 5-point Texas lead.
Backcourt speed. There's Ace misses running to the corner, ringing the bell. Great vision over the top as Hunter outruns the defense. Texas on a run.
Pacific to the playoffs and every hole in between.
Phenomenal stuff.
It's pretty cool. Every tournament starts on ESPN Plus. Stream your own way with 4 unique feeds. All the energy. These guys are having fun. All the personalities.
Think Scotty's into it.
All the unexpected. All season. PGA Tour Live on ESPN Plus.
The competition's never been better.
This is just spectacular.
The stars have never been brighter. That's our move. Women's college hoops on ESPN and ABC.
Knowing where you live doesn't control what you watch. It means always seeing your team in action. Knowing you have access to 50 exclusive NHL games means knowing your plans for the next 6 months. To know hockey is to love hockey, and to love hockey is to have ESPN+.
The Australian Open paid stations on the networks of ESPN.
For the love of football, for the love of La Liga.
Man, my celebrity crush, I'm gonna go with Beyonce. The hidden talent that most people don't know I have is that I can paint a little bit. One thing I can't live without is basketball, of course. Game day superstition for me is simple, man. Same routine, and then I make sure I got the same socks on.
Well, Kevin, hopefully he changes and washes the socks in between games, but tonight has led a 3-point resurgence for Texas. Started 0 for 4, have since gone 3 for 4, and he's made 2 of those.
But not only the 3 balls, but 4 assists for A-Smith. When they play downhill, Texas is at their best, and A-Smith can lead him. You got to find him in transition. He'll run to that corner, and he's no room to pull the trigger for the 3 ball.
The nation's career active scoring leader, as Lukosius knocks it down off the dribble pull-up, making his 4th consecutive start tonight.
I like the coach's game. He plays within himself. Has great vision.
Dessou from downtown, 17 for Dylan Dessou. Inside, outside, they've gotten it both from Dylan Dessou, and now, well, he thought he was going to have a foul, but I thought he was going to have a steal, but instead a foul.
Well, Shedrick,
2 shots for Lockett.
Shedrick can't go because of the back that tightened up. Dessou has stepped into that 5 spot. It's become a matchup problem for the Bearcats. And we saw at Walker, they cover everything in detail. But this wasn't expected. Dessou was going to be playing a lot of the 5 and Shedrick out.
That's a great point. And you know, Rodney Terry challenged Dylan Dessou to make 2 to 3 threes per game this season. And you talked about him working on his shot in a chair while he was recovering from the foot surgery, starting 2 feet out and working his way out. And now tonight we have seen him hit 2 triples in the first half.
Well, and he came in this game 6 of 9 from long range. Lincoln's got to come out and cover him. Almost a turnover.
There's Josh Reed. And the rebound to Sue. He's done it all tonight for Texas.
Here's the speed.
Hunter draws a foul on the drive, and it goes against Cincinnati.
Texas, when they play downhill, A. Smith's so quick. His teammate Hunter get in the paint.
That is the 5th on the team and the 1st on Dan Skillings. 90 seconds to play in the opening frame. Texas on top by 5. Playing in just their 2nd true road game of the season. First one was against Marquette. They were handled by the Golden Eagles, and Rodney Terry, after that loss, challenged his team's toughness. They've shown it tonight in a hostile environment.
Well, you knew after the loss at home to Tech that they would come in here focused.
Dessou coughs it up. Skillings away with it. Upstairs! +1, Dan Skillings.
Poise in transition, turnovers between the circles have been huge for both these teams. And Skillings, there's the X factor off the bench for the Bearcats.
Wow.
Big 12 at its best.
Back for Skillings.
The big man throwing the ball ahead for Cincy. Reynolds, great pass up court. Now Reynolds on Naismith. Better send a second defender.
Dessou rims it in. A season-high 19 points in the opening frame for Dylan Dessou. And now the shot clock turned off for Cincinnati to close the half.
He got the mismatch that he wanted. Since he did not send another defender, Dessou's going to hurt you every time.
Thomas, no. Second effort. Rebound secured by Dessou. What a half for the Texas big man. But